And this video, I'm going to show you how to take a single pineapple and turn it into multiple pineapples. It is awesome. G'day everybody and welcome to my Aussie Garden and Kitchen Garden Edition. If it's your first time here, my name's Darren, but please call me Daz. And as you can see, I've got my pineapple here. Well, pineapples, I should say. They're only babies, but check it out. There's 1, 2, 3, and a fourth little baby in there. And believe it or not, these all came from the one pineapple. So let's have a look at what I'm doing. So it's quite common for people to grab a beautiful pineapple from the grocery store, a market, wherever, take the top, pop it into a glass of water or pop it into a pot of soil, and then let those roots grow, and then eventually a pineapple should hopefully grow out of the top. There's nothing wrong with doing that, but I've got a better way, and if you haven't seen it, it's the best idea so far. What you do is you take that top and you turn it into 4. That's right, 4 pineapples out of the one pineapple top. Now I have seen people actually cut these into 8 and get 8 pineapples, but for me, I'm finding that my success rate is number 4. The number 4 as in 4 cuts, 4 pieces, so that's what I stick to, and that's what I'm showing you today. So first, we need to take the top off the pineapple, and here's an easy way to do it. The easiest way to take the top off the pineapple is to grab both parts and twist in opposite directions, like that, and pull. Now I forgot to push record, so I've already cleaned this area up, but what you need to do next, after separating this from the rest of the pineapple, is to go around and take off these bottom leaves, and just pull them off like this, going around in a circle, and you're exposing this section here, which is going to give you roots. If you look carefully here, you can see there's a little baby root coming up already from that section there. So that's what you're doing. We're cleaning this area up and leaving this exposed, and here is where we'll get all the roots coming out. Then, once I've got the top off the pineapple, it's time to cut it into 4. And watch those fingers, because it's a little tricky getting a knife into here and cutting it into 4. It's just a matter of finding where you can get into the middle and make a nice cut. For me, I'll go here. Be very careful. It's a bit tricky. Watch your fingers. There's the 2 halves so far. Now it's looking a bit old here, but don't worry. We're not going to actually have this part, and you'll see in a second. Now I'll take the 2 halves and we'll cut them in half again. So now I've got quarters, same thing again. So now we've got the potential for 4 pineapples. 1, 2, 3, 4, rather than just the 1. Next step is to take these inner leaves here in this section and take out very carefully the inner ones like that, leaving yourself a bit of a ridge just in the top here. Hopefully you can see that okay. And we'll do that for each one. So here we go. We've got all 4 pieces with the middle sections taken out. And as you can see with the 2 here, this is where the roots will start coming out. And hopefully we'll get our little baby pineapples forming from each one of these and getting ourselves our 4 pineapples instead of 1. Now that I've got these 4 wonderful pieces, it's time to get them into the soil. So in this pot here, you can see that I've got 4, the 4 quarters from a previous pineapple, and it's working okay, no worries. But what I'm going to do this time is take the pots here and put 2 in each pot, just to give them a bit more room, so that way when these babies get bigger, I can wait a little bit longer until they're a bit more mature before I take them out and transplant them into their own pots. So the soil I'll be using today is a 50-50 mix of the compost that I make here at home, and also a nice garden soil, a nice dark rich garden soil that I use quite often. And with that, I'm just putting a little sprinkling of blood and bone into the top layer and mixing that around just for a little bit of nutrition for those baby roots when they start to reach out for something to eat. It's a very simple process of just making holes not too close to the edge, not too close to the middle. There we go. That'll do it, just like that, in that pot there. And then I'll then take my 2 pieces of pineapple, and the bit that faces the inside of the pineapple will face to the middle of the pot, the inside of the pot. Just popping it into the hole, pushing down, and I like to go to where the leaves will start. So So where we've taken those leaves out from the center, I'm going to make my soil go up to that level there. So we'll just turn it around, pop it into the hole, like so. Pushing that center down, making sure the other one's pushed down as well, and just backfilling the soil around it like that. And that is pretty much it. It's as simple as that. It's so easy. Now what I will do is I'll just get a bit of mulch, like so, and just put the mulch. Mulch will suppress the weeds, keep the moisture in the pot, and we'll just pack it in like so. Now those little babies, when they're ready to pop up, they'll pop up through the mulch. Don't worry about that. So there we go. That is the first two done. Now I'll just give those a little bit of water, like so. Without pouring it all over myself, I should say. And there we go. We've just started the propagation process, and hopefully this will be 2 pineapples. Yay. So now we just repeat the process with the other 2 pineapple pieces. Job done. That's 4 pieces from the 1 pineapple, which will hopefully give me 4 pineapples. What I will do now is I'll pop these over here on the bench somewhere, if I can find room, and I'm going to give those a position where I'll get partial sun during the day. So these leaves will get just enough sun to keep them alive and keep the growing process going. And then hopefully those roots will come down and start to grow nicely. And then once they're happy and they're all settled into this pot, a little baby should pop up in each one of these, and there's my pineapples on the way. Now these are going to take a while to grow. They're not the fastest growing fruit, but they're so worth it. Something I forgot to mention in the video is that these little babies here, I'll pull them out when they're about 15 to 20 centimeters tall. I'll just grab them and give them a little twist and a bit of a shake, pull them out of the soil. They'll have roots intact in the bottom. They then get transplanted into their own containers, and then they become their own pineapple plant. And then the remaining foliage here, I just leave it in the container, keep the water up to it, and in most cases they'll produce more babies. If not, no drama, because we can always get another pineapple top and do the whole process again like this and get more pineapples. It's up to you. How many pineapples do you want? How often do you want them? It's your choice. Quick update. I was just packing up and noticed that one of these is actually growing 2 babies on it, and another one looks like it might have another baby coming out of it. So instead of 4 pineapples out of the 1 pineapple, I'm looking at potentially 5 pineapples, maybe 6. Love it. If you click on this video right here, it's going to take you to my propagating blackberries video, and then I've got other videos that show the progress of the blackberries, and oh man, what a success they were. Thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate it, and hopefully I'll see you in the next cooking or gardening video. Bye for now.